does, just to keep things simple. We can see here highlights. Now it's inheriting, it's overriding highlights, it's inheriting it. And here we can see highlight. Highlight in chess piece is going to pass parameters button, save all buttons, save all color, and allow white, to see if it's going to allow the white or allow the black to move. Now in pawn we can see if this dot color is chess piece dot white and allow white is equal to true, obviously, because chess piece is a white chess piece, and if allow white is equal to true, then do the following code. Let's debug a bit. Time is up. Okay. Let's not make a custom game, make a normal game. Let's take off this debug point. 5. And press a white one. Now this is going to stop at the debug session, and we're going to see what is going to happen here. Now this dot color is white, so it's going to accept it, and allow white is equal to true, so it's going to go into this if statement, and it's going to try this. If new bitmap, save all buttons, button num -8, which is 53, dot get pixel is equal to trans dot get pixel, we're getting the first pixel and seeing if it is a transparent pixel. If the one in front of it, -8, as I explained earlier, is a transparent pixel, it is going to highlight that button, the -8, the one in front of it, to red. And for int I 49 and 57, it's going to check if the one in front of it is transparent, meaning 2 steps ahead. And it actually is transparent. As you can see, it went through the code. Now what this is going to do is check for if button num 1 and button num is not equal to 1, and if button num is not equal to 9, set the color -9 to blue. This is because the pawn eats diagonally, and if it were on number 1, let's say 8, now 56. 56 is the one up from the lowest corner. If it were to move diagonally to this way, and it were to have a black rook or anything black on the other side, it would highlight it as blue, and that's something that we don't want. Anyway, skipping all these, you can understand what's happening here. The pawn will highlight, as I said, 2 in front. And as I explained earlier on, if we've had to press this one and there was a black rook there, if there wasn't this code right here, it would highlight it as blue. Now let's see what happens when a black one is pressed. Okay, so it is dot black, so this one isn't going to go in. 11 recording. Okay, and because it's black, it's going to go in through here. Do the same stuff all over again, but just plus instead of minus, and move. Now what happens when I press this and there's a black pawn here? It's going to go through all this code, mark the red as well, just for a tip, and if you don't want to move, instead you want to eat, it's going to mark a blue. Now in this case it's a -9, and let me explain why. Because instead of moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's going to move 8 and 9, and once it's eaten, there we go, it's gone. Another thing I wanted to explain was, let's remove this. We can see that the game has started, connected to the database. As you can see, it is much faster. It loaded straight away rather than loading piece by piece. and the game loaded straight away as well. Let's see if this error is just a debugging error. In fact it is. That code that I showed you earlier on goes to game over, white wins, connects to an SQL server, sets, for example, this white is Alcazar, Vince is black. Black has lost, therefore Vince gets a +1 in his lost games, and Alcazar gets a +1 in his won games. Okay, and the game just closes. Now something else I wanted to show you was when I'm editing, let's say I edited his password. I mean, if I leave it empty, he's going to ask for a new password, and that's actually not fair. So to minimize errors, I done it that when you leave something empty, a message box appears, cell cannot be left empty, and it marks it as red. Maybe you need to leave it empty, although the interface is not going to let you do it, the program. And even if you were to close it straight away without doing anything, it's going to say that one or more cells are marked red. Now, form 1 closes everything on exit, but a variable is set that when you press start, it is set to allow false. So this form here, once I press X, is going to set this boolean, let's say, not variable, to allow true. If I try to press exit, it's going to say that the allow is false. Okay, please close the form, new user, before you can exit the game. So I'm actually minimizing errors so that a person can't just close everything at once and leave this empty. Once this has been set to password or whatever again, I can close and exit.